us our new crown, our newest crown. So proud. But first of all, we're going to do a couple announcements. And Michael, if you don't mind, I'm going to start with the Ultimate Business Transformation Day. We give $100 to people. I have the checks right here. And I'm going to start with Michael Fleischer. Your check is here. Melissa got $300. Melissa Castillo. And Mania Tisleo, $100. Katie Haley, $100. Angelo Delejo, $100. Darian Anciano, $100. Marla Ferra, $100. Yes. Francis Canales, $100. Paola Clark, $100. Juan Rocha, $100. And Michael Morris, $100. So the checks are right here. I was just looking for a little card to send it, but nothing is open. I didn't find anything, so I'm just gonna put it in an envelope and send you money. It's gonna be the money is gonna be on your way. Go ahead, Michael. You're mute, honey. You're mute, Michael Maces.
Okay. Hey, hi, everybody. Yeah, I left my heart in San Francisco, as you can see behind me here. But don't ask me to sing, because then you'll all want to buy my records. Hold on there. So first of all, we had last month was probably one of our most exciting months, without question, since we've been in Purium for 7 years. And the reason that is I guess this power shake is starting to sink into all our brains. You know, I think we eat power shake and we just want to enroll people. So that's what I noticed, that because more I drink this stuff, the more I want to tell people. So I must say that we had a number of people hit consultant this month, during the month of May, and then a number of people hit director. So we're gonna start off with acknowledging the executives, the people that hit executives for the month of May. We have Maddie Wagner, Sarah Crowley, Mary Bressi, Lacey Hobson, Angelo DeLeso, Melinda Mescano, Juan Rocha, Dirian Hasiano, Lahir Leonard, Jennifer Fisher, Matthias Hunkler, Bo Pinto, Robert Pfeiffer.
No, I think that's about.
No, the name, it skips and goes down, honey.
Okay.
And then it goes to Robert Pfeiffer, Deanna Jeffries, Dominic Jeffries.
Oh yes, thank you.
Elevate Yoga Center, Institute of Modern Wisdom. Institute of Modern Wisdom, we love that one. Marla Farah, Dr. Marla Farah, and then Leslie Rowe. So that's the executive level. And in this business, we all know that when you really understand it, we're duplicating executives. We're duplicating consultants when we start. Then when our 3 consultants hit director, then that'll take the person above them to executive. When a couple people hit executive that you've turned on, then when you have idea is 3 executives will take you to diamond. 3 diamonds will take you to blue diamond. 3 blue diamonds will take you to crown. It's a simple pattern of duplication. And if all of our support is for that team that is working and putting their effort in, that's what happens. Business grows. So in the sense of all these executives that made executive, some diamonds were created last month from some hard work from a lot of people. Rob Carney, this is 15,000 in volume. So these are people that worked extra hard with their teams last month and helped them get to executive. It's all about where they are, not where we are. You're gonna grow and grow and grow, but it's about your team growing. So Rob Carney hit diamond. Samuel Cisneros, Seraphin, he hit diamond. Anthony Hernandez, diamond. John Kingston, diamond. Authentic Fitness, diamond. Forever Current Ink, diamond. Sherry Hess, diamond. Julie Brar of Canada, diamond. So let's hear a bit of a rah for these amazing diamonds. You know, when we started in Purium, our whole goal was to be a diamond, because when you create, what I learned from my team was when you become a diamond and you duplicate diamonds, then the business just goes and goes and goes. So I really, even though, Lucy hit 2-star diamond this month.
2-star diamond?
2-star crown, okay? She's really a diamond with a lot of diamonds that took her to 2-star crown. So it's the beauty of being a diamond in Purium, that's what it's all about. So, we had a green diamond this month, Melissa Castillo.
But let me tell you, Melissa, she double rank. Okay, she went from executive to diamond to green diamond in the same month. That's so awesome.
And I remember the day I met Melissa in our living room here when Ra and Seema were doing their happy hours here. And I got to tell you, she walked in and she sat over here in the chair and started, mixing. And I just went up to her and I said, "You're going to be so successful in this company," because she has the attitude. She's got a big heart. And let's face it, the bigger our heart is in this company, the bigger your check is. And that's pretty much the way it goes. So Melissa Castillo, let's hear it for Melissa.
She also got 17 active and 17. She hit the 12K club, easy.
Oh.
She got 17 UBTs, and she hit green diamond almost a week before the month was over.
Whoa.
So she was on the path for blue diamond.
Whoa, Melissa.
Constant consistency. And because she was working till the bell hit midnight on the last night, and all her team, Ross, Seema, and everybody was just on top of everything to support her. And that's the way it is for everybody on our teams. Everybody in the support team, everybody in the upline, everybody on the success and support team, everybody's there. It's funny because at midnight on the last night, you start seeing the heart and soul of Purium, because people are calling Lucy. Seema's calling, Lucy's calling, Sherry Hess is calling. Man, what's going on? Hey, we did it. Everybody's shooting. She's 3 away. We got another 10 minutes. And that's what I hear, as I'm over there supporting Lucy and doing the best I can do to stay in the game till the clock strikes midnight. So it's one of the most fun days of the month, y'all. Just like Friday nights at the end of each week, people our Friday nights are getting like the end of the month for people. And that's why everybody's growing. Okay, so we have a blue diamond.
Two blue diamonds too.
Oh, 2, okay.
So we have Alyssa Richardson. Oh my God. But guess what? She went from diamond, green diamond, and then blue diamond.
Yep.
Always amazed me. So
and tell you what, you can't say enough about her, because she is just, she's a mom. She has an amazing story about her baby and all that she went through with her health challenges prior to Purium. She has an amazing husband, just a beautiful soul who just is there, and the Rock of Gibraltar for her. But when you look at this woman, and you're going to hear a lot from this lady as time goes on, because man, she just emanates. I met her down at one of our happy hours that we do at the corporate every month, and before the pandemic. And oh man, this gal just stands up there, and you just go, whoa, this girl's serious. Mm. So Melissa, Alicia, super congratulations.
And then the last but not the least of the blue diamonds is the Oceans. I was working with them the last day, but you know what? They were so focused, and like every team, you want to get to the top. They were so focused on their team members. How can I help Dominic? How can I help Rick, how can they help their team? And that's where they take you above the ranks. And I know Sima has something to share about that in a minute, but I just want to say a huge congratulations to the Oceanians. Well deserved. They're working so hard. They've been working so hard. They have a goal. They're focused. And I know they're going to get to Crown and they're going to surprise us pretty soon.
Well, first of all, we've had the pleasure of connecting with them since they started, and watching them work. Brandon and Olivia are two. You talk about a powerhouse couple. These two, when you get on the phone with them, you're dealing with serious people. You're dealing with people that are focused and committed, and Brandon is a master network marketer. He's when you hear him talk, you just have confidence and you feel good. Beautiful people. They have two beautiful children. They live in Ohio, not too far from where I was raised, in Cincinnati. And so just big congratulations to two superstars that are just making things happen with their team and their commitment. So congratulations as well to the Oceanians.
Yes, and real quick, so we do have 2 crowns in our team, 2 brand new crowns, which is Rod Averth. Congratulations, and I know he did an amazing attack last Saturday. So congratulations, Rod. Way to go, Rod. And and another amazing crown is Carolina Rocha, which we are gonna hear in a little bit about her story, her journey. She's gonna put it out to us, yes, so that way we know her journey. And of course, we had a Twister crown.
Wait a minute, honey. Not yet.
No, I want to introduce Sima, but go ahead. Yes.
Okay, no. I want to. Ra needs a little bit of. Come on, this guy is something else. Ra is, when you talk to Ra, you start thinking a little differently. For those of you that heard him on the call a couple of weeks ago, this guy, he's humble. He's thought-provoking, he's kind, and he's loving soul. And I just, I've had the pleasure to get to know him here over this last year, and he's just a special, special person from head to toe. And, Ra, we appreciate you so much, and what you bring, and your love, and your compassion, and your educating school skills. So super congratulations to Ra of Earth. Woo, 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 woo. Come on.
Woo! Hey, yes. And like I was saying, and then we had a Twister crown, Troy Casey. What can I say? He's nuts. He made it. That's the best I can describe it. He has the certified hell nut. Troy Casey, he made it. He's been in a long journey, but he never give up. And I don't think he's going to give up. His goal is to go to Royal Crown, and I think he's on his way.
Well, I love Troy's consistency, his hard work. He's never stops getting on that all you folks that do these Facebook stuffs, you're like that. You have your own television show. I did a television show back in the 70s. And I was on at 9 o'clock on Saturday night, man. And I thought I'd hit pay dirt. And I watch all you guys on TV on this computer, and you guys got your own series, man. You guys are the star of your own show, and Troy is definitely the star of his own show. So, we've been worked hard together with Troy for 7 years, and he's gone through challenges like all of us. But man, this dude stays at it. And I really much congratulations. Let's hear it for Troy.
Yes. So talking about the challenge and the journey that we have, this superwoman, the magic woman, so many things I can describe, Carolina. The journey has not been easy to get to Crown, because let me tell you, it's not easy. Okay, it takes a lot of work, but it's well worth it. And I can guarantee you, you're gonna get to a point, and I can guarantee this to Sima, you're gonna get to a point that you're just gonna go on vacation and you're gonna say it was worth it. And when you're on vacation, it's gonna happen that your check is gonna grow even more and you're on vacation. And you're probably gonna be saying, how in the world I got here and I'm here, I'm relaxing, and guess what? My check is growing and everybody underneath me is growing up and then getting to the next level, and I'm on vacation. It's gonna happen, I promise you. So many things I can say about Carolina, but never give up. She already focused. She had a mission. She has a mission, because every month her goal is not only like the next level, it's at least the next following level. Right now, her goal, because we already talked about this, her goal is 3-star crown. And she looked at the back office and she said, oh my God, I'm 8% to Royal Crown. I'm 12% to Royal Crown. You know what? When she told me that, and she told Amy that too, I think Amy and I, we have the same reaction. Like, I never had anybody tell me how far they were, like, to Royal Crown. But she already has a vision. And I don't want to take any more of your time, Superwoman. Carolina Rocha, the newest crown. So take it away. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Lucy. And thank you everyone for joining and being here. Thank you to my team, because I'm crowned because of my team, right? By myself, I always say I'm a diamond. With my team, I'm a crown. And with my upline, because if you guys are gonna hear how many times I talk to Lucy and Michael and Ian and Rod's being essential for my success. And I'm going to share, I called Lucy and I said, you know what, Lucy? I think I'm gonna keep it simple, like everything that we're doing. I'm gonna keep it simple, and I'm gonna share my authentic story. From the beginning to the end, because Rod covered all the intricate, amazing stuff on his Zoom. When he was done with his Zoom, I was like, Jesus, what am I going to say next Saturday? You already said everything perfectly. So I was like, you know what? The strongest thing that I have in my life is my story. And this is what we all have. We don't sell, we share our authentic story or personal experience, and this is how we get success in everything that we do. So I'm going to talk a little bit about how I started for the first 10 minutes. Then I'm going to talk about how becoming the product of what we're doing is super important, especially in my success, and duplication and 90-day run. So I'm going to run through my story and how I face those 4 subjects. So I started about 1.5 years ago, and Rob, my partner, he was doing the cleanse, and he was at home with the big Power Shake bottle. So I was like, what is this? And I was like, oh, this is this thing that I'm doing. He didn't even tell me he bought the cleanse, but I was like, oh, can I try the Power Shake? And he was like, no, I only have 30 servings. It's a 30-day program. So I was like, what the hell? I cook every single day, all the food, and you can't let me try this Power Shake. So I was kind of bummed. So I immediately went on the website and I was like, oh, I want to get my own Power Shake. And then I saw that it was a network marketing company. So I was like, oh, wow, this is a network marketing company. I can make some money out of this, because at that time, I am an architect. I practiced professionally for about 8 years. Becoming an architect was always my dream. I went through so many things. I lived in Miami. I migrated with my family, migrated from Argentina. And we were in a little place in Miami, and my dream was to become an architect. So I went through so much hustle. As an immigrant that didn't speak English at all, so language barrier was huge. And I was determined. To become an architect. Whatever it took, I was going to get that degree and I was going to practice. So I ended up applying to a university here in LA. I lived in Florida, and I got a full scholarship, a full ride. It's an Ivy League school, and I was in between Harvard, Columbia, or SCIARC. It was my 3 top choices. And I was really excited because I got a scholarship. but I had no money at all. I had $700 in my pocket, and I said, I have to fly to LA. I have to leave my family. I have a huge family of 6, so it was impossible for my parents to give me a single penny for me to go to college or, move to LA, even less. So my mom's taught me, have faith, have trust. You have $700, you can buy yourself a one-way flight, go to LA, you're gonna figure out where to live when you get there. So that's what I did. I moved to LA, I probably had $500. I reached out to a friend of an ex-boyfriend that I had. It's Asian dude, and I was like, hey, remember me? I used to date this guy. I'm in LA and I don't have a place to sleep. Can I crash in your living room? So he was really kind. So he let me crash in his living room for about 3 months. Because I got the scholarship, but the school wasn't releasing the funds after the adding dropping date or whatever for the rest of my scholarship. So I took a leap of faith and I moved to LA with no money. Plus I had to take a class that was $5,000 that wasn't included in my scholarship. And I was like, hell no, I'm not going to pay $5,000 for this class. They gave me a full scholarship. So I went and I spoke to the dean of the principal of the school. And I said, hey, I'm an immigrant. You guys gave me a full scholarship. It's over $50,000 per year. I deserve to take this class for free. And I made a bold request. This is super important in our business. And I've been practicing ever since because I was put on the spot. So I made a bold request and I said, I need to take this class because I got a full scholarship. And if I don't take it, I'm not going to be able to attend to school. It's ridiculous. And so the principal said, don't worry about it. Take it. So I survived those 3 months with $500. And ever since I started this warrior, journey where I am going to get my vision, but it's very, very important that we have a vision of where we're going. And Lucy talks about this map all the time. So when I called Purium, I looked on the internet that it was a network marketing company. And at that time I wanted to create a little bit more freedom because I was practicing I was working with Tesla. I designed a green sustainable building. I was the project manager of that project, and it's actually built in Santa Monica. You guys can take a look at it when you drive on the freeway. It's the green building. And I was just burnt out. I was just working so much, and I said, I need some time off. I need some freedom. But at the same time, I need to make that income because at the beginning in architecture, even the first 10 years, I didn't make thousands of dollars. I made good money, but as when we make more money, we have more debt all the time. And I said, you know what, I'm going to join this network marketing company just to make an extra stream of income. I can, move to a bigger apartment and do other things and have more freedom. I just wanted more freedom. And I called Purium. I called 1-800 and I signed up as a brand partner. Nobody coached me through. At the time, Lucy didn't exist. All I knew is that I had a calling to sign up in this company. So I said, hey, I want to sign myself up. And yeah, my partner built the cleanse and blah, 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 blah. And I became a brand partner. Then I think a week or 2 weeks later, I met Lucy. They're like, oh, this happens to be your upline. And I was like, oh, hi, Lucy. You speak Spanish. That's awesome. Me too. Yo también. So I just bonded with Lucy immediately. And I was always independent. When I needed to know about the compensation, I called Purium and I said, hey, what does it take to do this? What does this $400 thing mean? And then Lucy was like, don't call Purium for compensation, call me. Like, I know it. I can explain it better than, HQ and the phone. And it's always been like that. Be always independent since day one, because in every business, we get paid to solve problems. When I practice architecture, they would pay me thousands of dollars to design the most simple diagram. If I'm designing a house, the house literally has to be so simple to understand that my grandma can see a square with a line and she's like, this is a house. And keeping it simple is the hardest thing in the planet. Some of my diagrams were literally like a line with a dot. And that explained a roadway with a stop, something like that. So simple. Keeping it simple, it's very hard because our mind immediately tries to make it hard, make it difficult. And we think that if we do more, it's better. And it's always doing less and just being very strategic. So I kind of lost a little bit my thought, but I signed up, and then Lucy started to talk to me, and she started to explain the compensation plan. I was always very structural, like how do I do this? How do I do that? I need to prepare the system for this. I need to do that. And so I always look at everything, little detail. And I drove over Lucy's place, and I sat in her kitchen. She made me food, and Michael, you know, they're like our parents in network marketing. And they spent an hour at least with a sheet of paper explaining how duplication works. At that time, I had no clue what they were talking about. I said, okay, a little circle and a bubble and a line and a circle and a bubble and a line. And I was like trying to understand what duplication was. And like, I literally walked out of their place and I was like, oh, Jesus, I still haven't really got this duplication thing. I thought that I did, but it came to, Lucy said, look at successful people in the business and just do what they were doing. And that's what I always done as an athlete. When I walked in a gym, when I looked at a tennis player, because I was a tennis player, I would be, who's the best one in here? Who's the best one in the court? Who is the best one at the gym? Who lifts the most weight? Whatever it is, and I always observe them. And Ra is an expert at this, and he taught me a lot about this because I met him at his gym. I was one of his gym members about 10 years ago. And this is how we started dating. I hire him as my trainer. And and he used to tell me, you know, sometimes if you take an extra breath between a rep, you can actually get 10 more reps and win the competition. It's all about, you know, being very, very careful and watching every single step, because it's not about going hard and not having perfect form. It's about going slow and going for quality, you know, and slow growth endures. So I joined my Purium journey. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was like, I need to sell the product. I never sold anything in my life. I thought that I didn't, but I was selling millions of dollar designs, but my brain didn't put it into practice, into selling a little thing. And I started to become the product. I was like, you know what? I don't know what this is, but I'm just gonna start sharing it. And when I joined, I didn't even try the products. I bought the $199 launch pack. So I didn't have the products. I didn't try the products for the first 3 months that I was in Purium. I was already a diamond. And that's when I decided to do the cleanse, because I was like, you know what? All my customers are having incredible experiences. So this is something that I always preach. You don't have to be the message. You just have to be the messenger. I didn't know the products. I never tried the Power Shake. I didn't try any products. And I sold 55 ULTs, that we call it now, before I even tried it myself, because I believed in the company. I believed in the mission. When I read the mission was to end human suffering and the whole thing, I was like already falling in love with the company. So my heart was already emitting that vibration of love, of like alignment. I felt I was aligned with Purium. So I didn't need to try all the products. All I had to do is like, this is amazing. Look what I found. Try it. Give it a try. And people would buy it just because I had like complete alignment with my work with Purium and who I was supporting. I'm very specific about what I share on my Instagram or my social media. I would never share something that I didn't feel aligned with, right? Everything that I share because with my heart. Comes from my heart. So when I found Purium, I was like, I'm going to blast it off to the whole world. Like, everybody needs to know this. So I became the product. I became a walking sample of the product. You have to become the products, because that's when your success is going to kick in. If you don't drink the Power Shake, if you don't take your aminos every day, if you're not a resemble of the product, and you can tell who does Purium and who actually that sells Purium takes the products, because their skin is glowing, their hair is healthy, they're happy, So if you're not a representation of the product, it's really hard to share with people, because they're going to say, oh, wait, you're trying to sell me this and this is how you look? If that makes any sense. So really becoming the product is essential for our success, because it comes from our heart. It's literally your cells that are meeting at the frequency of our superfoods and what we're sharing. So I started to share the products. I will go into Purium. I shop Purium, and there's a drop menu on the products that says ingredients, product benefits. And I will, when somebody asks me about what these super aminos do or what the ingredients are, I will go to I shop Purium, click on the drop down menu, copy the ingredients, copy the benefits, and I'll send it over. I never learned all the ingredients. I did by practice, because every time somebody asked me for ingredients, I will go and I will search it. But that didn't stop me from sharing and sharing and sharing and sharing, moving on. Okay, so a little bit about the journey and the struggles, because I feel that it's super important for people to know the struggles. And when I started, I didn't talk about my struggles. I was signing up a lot of brand partners every month, but I wasn't sharing the struggles. So people signed up and they expected to make money right away, and they fell in the trap of network marketing, of being a victim of not making money right away, or whatever, expectations they have, because they haven't heard the struggle. And I want to share them, because it's everybody's going to go through the struggles. Everyone will. So I started to sign up a lot of brand partners, but none of them were doing anything. And I would call up Lucy crying, and I was like, I signed up 15, 20 brand partners. Nobody's doing anything. Like, nobody wants it as bad as I want it. What do? I feel frustrated. Like, I'm so frustrated. Nobody's doing anything. And then I will get on the phone and I will talk to my brand partners, and then we'll say, yeah, my goal is to make it to executive. My goal is to make it to diamond. Let's get it going. And then they died. I wouldn't hear from them for the rest of the month. And I was like, I just use 1 hour of my day to talk to you about your goals and your dreams and your vision. And then life happened for you, and you just broke the integrity, had no integrity, and disappeared. And then I'm like, okay, I guess now I have no brand partners again. Or I had brand partners that hit executive and then they disappeared. And then I was like, I made it to diamond. I was like, now my team is gone. And I had to go back to zero. And it was very discouraging, because I was like, Jesus, all the work that I've done, and now I have to start over again. I was like, I don't know if I have it. But it's that persistence, that focus, the grit, right? The strength of character that we develop with all of our falling forward moments. And I immediately started to prospect a little bit more and a little bit more. And Lucy said, look at the energy, go into your back office, look at who's working, and then talk to the person that's working. Don't try to resuscitate the dead. If they're gone, let them go. Find new energy. So I kept having that vision. I got to find new energy. I got to find new energy. But even though I had that vision, I was distracted, and I wasn't fully committed with my time and my intention to grow in Purium. I said that I wanted to be a crown, but I didn't really feel like a crown. And it comes down to the feeling, okay? I was trying to do too many things at once. I was designing, doing graphic work on the side, doing architecture projects on the side. I was trying to work at this other gym. I was like, I always been such a multitasker. And I was like, I'm building funnels for Purium. I'm going to work in this gym. I'm building funnels in Purium. I'm taking this graphic design work so I can just, get all these people. And it was just a lie, because you're not creating funnels, you're creating more distractions. And I felt that I needed the money, because I was going to Lucy all the time. I was like, Lucy, I want to go back to being an architect. This is not working. I can easily make money right now to pay for my rent, to pay for all my bills on time, no problem. And then she reminded me of my why. She's like, you want to sit in a desk and start designing again? And like, it hurt my soul, you know, just to think that I had to sit in a desk. And even though I love the work, architecture is very, very dedicated. You have to be inside of, I would wake up at 7 in the morning and then be in the office until 4 in the morning. And that was the normal. If I left by 10, people will look at me, you know, the rest of my colleagues will look at me like, why are you leaving early? So you know, every business as entrepreneur takes a lot of work at the beginning to get started. We have to have full dedication. You're not going to make it to Crown working part-time, working an hour a day. Forget it. You're not. And I'm being honest, you're not going to make it if you're working an hour a day or 2 hours a day or 3 hours a day. You need to become Purium, and that means full-time. And that means being okay, struggling for a year on how you're going to eat and pay your bills. If you have a partner, it's going to be easier for you because at least they're going to buy your food and pay your rent. For me, it wasn't. For me, I was living by myself because my family, it's in Miami, it's in Argentina. I'm in LA by myself. My family was Lucy and Raw. That's all I had here. And if I was getting evicted from my apartment, I had to figure it out again. And I always remember when you moved to LA and slept in a couch for 3 months, you're going to be okay. You know, the universe is always going to take care of you, and you have to trust that you're going to be okay, and you're going to take the leap of faith, and you're going to go on, and you got to do this full time. Otherwise, you're going to go as a longboat to China, like Lucy says. It's going to take you forever. You might never make it, because what happens with an airplane when you press the gas 10%? It never takes off. If you press the gas 50%, the airplane still doesn't take off. If you press the gas 70%, still doesn't take off. For an airplane to take off, you have to go all the way in. You have to give it all you have in the tank. This is the only way that your business is going to take off. And I was emotionally struggling because it was really difficult for me to not do architecture. So I even, after working by myself, I started to work for another architect to release a little bit of the stress. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna work for this architect. I was leading his studio Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. This is my schedule. I negotiated to work from home, so he will still pay me and I can focus on Pure. Still didn't work. And for a year, I was battling with myself because I wanted to do Purium, but I was going 50% because I was never able to press the gas 100%. So it took a lot of courage. It took a lot of courage. But Lucy said, do you rather be making $2,000-3,000 here, $1,000 there, $500 there, and then getting your Purium business never really fully started? And then I was like, yeah, Lucy, you're right. It's not worth it. And then I was like, what would my heart desire right now? If money wasn't an issue, if money wasn't in the picture, what would my heart desires? Would you take that job if money wasn't an issue? I think, Lucy, you asked me that.
Yes,
like,
I did.
It's just like, if money wasn't an issue, would you take the job? And then I said, hell no. If money wasn't an issue, I would never take that job. I would focus in Purium. And then she's like, then do that. And I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, I'm going to get evicted from my apartment. Right? Because it's like, now it's like, I don't have the budget to pay all these things and the bills and student loans, like everything that I did, because I also studied finance before I became an architect. So I did have a little bit of a student loan from my business field, my life. And then I said, okay, fine. I'm just gonna give it all. So she said, all right, so there's this GoPro convention happening in December. I think that we should go together in your team. And I said, how much is the ticket? She's like, oh, $400. I was like, Lucy, you're in cloud nine. You're dreaming. You think I'm gonna pay $400 to go to GoPro? Like, where are you thinking? I was like, I have to go to Miami for Christmas. I gotta go visit my family. I gotta buy the airplane and the gifts and the presents, because my family still believes in Christmas. And I was like, oh God, no, it's not happening. So I say no. I literally said, no, Lucy, I'm not going to GoPro. And she's like, okay, well, you know, you're gonna learn a lot. And I was like, okay, whatever. I don't have the budget for it. So 2 days before the convention, Lucy's like, so are you coming? And I was like, no, I don't have the money. So immediately I started to think, okay, so for me to graduate with my thesis in architecture, my thesis was extremely expensive and I didn't have the budget. So what did I do? I created a fundraiser for my thesis. I made a list of all the materials that I needed to build my model. I made a list, a layout of my presentation. I had almost a 20-foot wide wall of all my architecture drawings. And those drawings are really expensive to print. So I did a beautiful flyer. I put all my, you know, I did a mock-up of my presentation, of my model. And I said, in order for me to complete my thesis, I need this much thousands of dollars. I immediately contacted every single architecture studio office in Los Angeles. You know, Richard Meyer, the architect of the Getty Center, I contacted him. I contacted Richard and I said, hey, I am about to graduate as an architect. This is my thesis. This is my presentation. I am trying to get all the money. I got a full scholarship in the school, but they don't cover all my expenses. I need support. And I made bold requests. I remember making this big ass list of all the architects in Los Angeles that I sent that flyer that I did with my presentation. And I said, this is how much I need. And I'm not even buying brand new wood. I'm buying reclaimed wood, which is a little cheaper. And I had to clean it off and pull the screws and the nails, put it on the planer machine because I was in the wood shop. I was licensed to run the wood shop. And I was like, I can do the same to go to GoPro. I can ask my upline for money. I reach out to my upline and I say, guys, I need $400 to buy this ticket. This is how many of you guys are in my upline. Can we all pitch in? Because I am going to take this seriously and I'm going to take your business to the next level because I'm not going to stop. So this is an investment for you guys to support me. So I created a text thread and I texted my whole upline. I put everyone in there and I said, guys, I'm inviting you to invest in your business. Can you donate something so I can attend GoPro and you guys can, you know, see me rise and I'll push your business forward. I will push everyone up to Royal Crown. And so Lucy said, yes, I'm down, raw. Like everybody, you know, gave me a little bit to pitch in. And I made the budget with the hotel included, right? I looked at the hotel and how much everything would it cost me. And my upline supported me. So a day before I said, Lucy, I'm coming. We go to GoPro. I loved it. I took a full journal of notes. As soon as I got back to LA, I had to fly to Miami for Christmas. So in the airplane, I scanned, you know, there's a scannable app on your phone. I scanned all the pages on my notebook. I made a big PDF and I sent it to my downline. And I said, guys, these are all the notes from GoPro. Read them because we're going to go all out next year. When I was in the airplane, I designed a flyer for a kickoff meeting for a 90-day run. So when I was talking to Lucy, I got back to LA on January 5th. I spent Christmas. I prepared. I had all my sheets. You can ask Michael. He printed out my whole presentation. I had everything laid out. And I invited during those 2 weeks, every single my brand partners and customers and friends. And this is how Mama J joined. Mama J, you're in this call. This is how Mama J joined. And a lot of my brand partners joined because I was determined that January was going to be the kickoff to my 90-day run because I was committed to be all out, laser focused, and give it all I had in the tank to make it to Crown. So I also gave a little incentive. I was like, I'm going to cook some curry. And Lucy's like, curry. And we made a pot. We bought the ingredients. We prepared all the food. I had all my presentation laid out. And January 5th was my kickoff meeting for my 90-day run to Crown. And you guys might not think, oh, 90-day run. 90-day runs are essential. This is what we have the Fast Start program. This is why everybody can get to the next level, making it to the 90-day mark. The company is supporting us. Now we have a bonus to hit diamond in 3 months. That's what I did. I hit diamond in my 3rd month. And keep the momentum going. But those 90-day run, I literally locked myself in the room, and everybody that I knew, I told them, pretend that I'm in China. You can't get a hold of me. I locked myself. I didn't respond to text messages. I literally gave it all I had in the tank. That month, I ranked to green diamond. After being stuck for diamond for a year because I was just all over the place trying to make money from like a million bazillion jobs, I designed and I did a cooking book in the year. Like I had a recipe monthly subscription. I was doing so many things along with Purium, and it wasn't working. It was keeping me a diamond. But the moment that I said, I'm not doing anything else other than Purium, that month I ranked a green diamond, then I went to blue diamond, then I double ranked it red, and then I made it to crown. Because I was full on laser focus for 90 days. And if you guys want to get to the next level, you got to make a decision. Actually make a choice. Because I always say, when we make decisions, we have considerations. I want chocolate, but I want vanilla. I want to do this, but I want to do that. So quit making decisions, make a choice. If you choose something, follow through no matter what. You chose this path, and you're going to stay committed and you full on integrity to your choice, because people that are successful follow through what they said that they were going to do. Whether it's storm, whether I had a headache, whether I wanted to be in bed all day because I was stressed out because my brand partners weren't doing nothing, it doesn't matter. It comes with your intention. And if you're saying, and Ra and Lucy kept telling me this, oh, I don't have a leader. I don't have a leader yet. I don't have a superstar. Because Michael and Lucy, they all asked every time I got on the phone, they're like, who's your superstar? And I was like, I don't know who my superstar is. I don't have a superstar. And then Ra, it's like, well, you don't have a superstar because you keep saying that you don't have a superstar. So that right there, like, clicked my mind, and I was like, oh my God, we create and we manifest everything that we say because our words cast spells. And if I'm saying that I don't have a superstar, then I don't have a superstar because that's what I'm creating. So that day I said, I have my superstars. All my superstars are already in my business. They're all already in my team. I just have to really become myself a superstar, so then my team can show up as a superstar and I can have a superstar team. But the team goes to the speed of the leader, and the team is a reflection of the leader. So I had to become the leader. I had to become the superstar, so then my team will be the superstar team. And it comes with us. So that's what I did. I said, oh my God, all my leaders, and look at my superstars that I didn't think that they were superstars. Now they're all superstars. Because if we start to see everyone in our lives as extraordinary, and if we see ourselves as extraordinary, everything is perfect. Everyone's beautiful. Everything has all the capabilities that we need. And especially with Purium. You don't need to go to college for Purium. You don't need anything. All you need to do is follow simple system. Follow the instructions that the company did for us. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. And that's something that I tried to do for a year. I tried to reinvent the wheel. And Dave Sandoval, he told me, he's like, I saw so much potential in you, but I saw you going she said, going in 5 circles before. It's like, oh, she's going to go in 5 circles before she gets it, that she doesn't have to reinvent the system. So you just have to follow exactly the system. Creating funnels, get videos, the sponsor ads, at Facebook. No, you need to make your list of people. That's so simple. Make your list. Write down 50 names. Do the memory that they all talk in the call. That's what you have to do. Creating all these click funnels, and then I have this idea, I'm going to sponsor ads on Facebook and Google, and I'm going to do that. That is not going to work. Maybe one chance in a million, but if you want to follow through, follow the system. Simple. Have your team join all the calls. My whole team joins every call that Purium does. I tell them Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, plus Dave Sandoble's IGTV on his Instagram every day, 3:33. My whole team is there. And when I log in into Instagram at 3:33, because I have a notification, because Dave teaches so much information, not only about Purium, but about life. Things that we need to know, because this is the personal development business. You need to start being involved in the system. You got to plug in people into the systems that are working. I keep talking about Mama J because she's here. I can't really see many people right now, but she joins every single day Dave's Sandoval IGTV. And she invites the whole team. Not only people that are in her downline, she invites everyone that she knows. And it's incredible. It's incredible because now everyone's getting education. Everybody's following the simple systems and the whole team is moving. So my suggestion, if you want to make it to Crown, do a 90-day run. Plan it with your upline. Strategize how you're going to approach. Have a clear vision. Know the why of every single person in your downline. If you don't know their why, then you're not doing something right. You need to know what's the fuel, what spikes their heart, this is how we can help them and guide them through their dreams, because we all forget them. I forget them all the time because we get stuck in the programming that we have from thousands of years of programming in society. So we need that person to remind us. So having the accountable partner in your business, map your 90-day run. You can start, like I'm already on my second 90-day run. I made it to Crown. And like my heart is beating because I'm like, oh, I gotta make it to 3-star Crown. And I'm putting another 90-day run. So I've been working the last 3 days nonstop. And my team can see me work because I show up. So are you showing up for yourself and your team? Because your team is gonna be a direct mirror of you. And if your team's slowing down, then I'll invite you to take a look at yourself. Maybe you slow down. That's what they did. If that helps a little.
Oh, wow. Carolina, I'm just going over here because everything that she's saying, and she's not even, I mean, I think you need to, at one point, Carolina, you need to write a book as your journey exactly, because you know what? It was not easy. Like she says, it was not easy. I remember it was like, she even got a ticket right here, coming over here, a parking ticket, okay? We went out to breakfast, and then I said, come on, let's go to breakfast. Let's just not talk about Purium. Let's just go out to breakfast. And she orders tea. And I said, what the heck? Are you going to eat tea? It's like, yeah, that's it. And I said, Carolina, I'm eating and you eating too, and I'm paying. So order, please. Don't let me eat by myself. She's like, okay. But the reality was like, kind of like my rent is due. So do you think I can afford to go to this restaurant? And by the way, she eats all organic, so you know what restaurant we went to, the organic restaurant. But the journey was not easy, but now is everything worth it. And every time when she will come over here and say, she was right, I don't have a leader, I don't have a leader. And I always say, identify your leaders. You have it in there. And what she did, she switched it a little bit and she says, I have leaders. When we went to Vegas, okay, and then I said, well, you always say it, you already say it, you cannot afford it, the budget is gone, you already said that, so why don't we just change it a little bit and say, I'm going, I don't know how, but I'm going. And you know what, the whole Southline invested, I heard, it was the best investment ever. And I say, what was my only regret? Sorry that I didn't put you in a better hotel. The hotel that you guys stayed. That's my only regret, because
it was a $50 a night hotel.
I know, and I should have just at least stay in the hotel where we were staying. Sorry. Anyway, go ahead, Michael. I know you have something. That's my only, congratulations, Carolina. And yeah, every single freaking penny. And by the way, she won money at the machines too. She didn't want to play. Oh, I have to say this. We were playing at the machines, okay? She eats organic. Everything has to be organic. So we're playing at the machines, and I said, Carolina, come on. It's the last day when the conference was over, and then I said, I love White Russians when I go to Vegas. So I said, I'm going to order a White Russian. So I'm sitting there with Carolina, and Carolina said, I want, look. And the machine goes crazy, so she wants some money. And then I said, you want a White Russian? She's like, yeah, White Russian, yeah, I'll take one. And so I ordered I said, can I have 2 White Russians, please? And then she goes, excuse me. And I go, what is she going to ask? She goes, excuse me, can I have mine with almond milk?
Coconut milk.
Coconut milk. I start laughing, and I go, do you think they actually going to bring you a White Russian with coconut milk? She's like, why not? I said, because it's Vegas. They don't have coconut milk for everybody to know. That's why I was laughing. And the drinks are free, so they're not going to bring you coconut milk. So anyway, but it was fun going to Carolina to Vegas. We had lots of fun. And she was writing, I mean, a whole freaking book. I was not even taking notes because I'm like, either I take notes or I pay attention. No, she has the thing that you can take notes and pay attention. So, Michael, I know you have something to say.
Well, number one, that watching you, Seema, it's like watching a really good TV series and you can't wait till the next episode. You know, that's who you are, girl. And I love just watching Lucy shine, and so happy for you and the friendship you have and the conversations that I hear in the background and the intensity of your caring. And, I just love this, that was one of the best testimonials I've ever heard in my 35 years of network marketing. You're a great educator and a beautiful, beautiful, great person. And that's why you're successful in Purium. And also I love when you said, stop making decisions and make a choice. I mean, that's a lot to think about right there. Also, we all look at our team, we all care, but how many of us know the why of every person on our team? That's powerful, because that is the real gut of who we are and what we are in this deal. And then I love your map of your 90-day run and all the notes I've taken here, Carolina. And I just want to, you give me, you show me things that I need to do to make my business better. So I really thank you for your integrity and your honesty and your passion. So congratulations. And I loved it last month when she made Diamond, and Lucy had a conversation with her, and she was in 5 minutes into the conversation. Huh?
When she made Crown.
Yeah, Crown, excuse me. When she made Crown, they weren't even 5 minutes in the conversation, and she was already on to 2-star Crown. So as we all look at our business and think about our depth of what we're doing here, our commitment of what we're doing here, that's her commitment is why she is making 2-star Crown, 3-star Crown, 4 and 5 and beyond. So we all can take that commitment and run with it and find what it is that we can find our people's why. So anyway, let me give it back to you, Carolina and Lucy, and let's keep this going. I don't want this call to end. So
no, if anybody is joining us for the Spanish call, just hang in there. I'll get to that, and we'll stay in this line for the Purium en Español. I do the training, but it's true. You know what? Be consistent. Don't let go of your dreams, because not even for a moment. I remember telling Carolina, what do you want? You want to be on your desk, from your desk to the city hall, to city hall, to your desk, to city hall, going back and forth, back and forth. And she's like, yeah, but I don't have money to pay the rent. What am I going to do? And I said, well, sell. And that's what she was doing, going Facebook Live, and she'll sell like $1,000. That easy. I mean, it's easy for her, but I mean, that easy. It's like, and I said, well, you want to get money instantly and fast? Go on Facebook and sell. And then she got very easily to executive because she was selling by herself. And then diamond, when she was getting to diamond, I said, you cannot get to diamond by yourself. You need a team. You need your team behind you. And then as you go up the rank, I was telling you, you need somebody, you need your superstars. Your superstars. Who's your superstar? You are my superstar. I used to say to her, you are my superstar. But who is your superstar? Identify them.
Mm-hmm.
And soon as she did, she started identifying the superstars. Welcome to the crown. And I know she's not going to stop.
No, I was going for 2-star crown last month, and I was super close to making it. You know, it's just a little bit of volume because I had the structure. But the magic ingredient, you know, everybody asks me about what is the magic pill, and the magic pill is hustle and hard work and full commitment, long-term commitment. That's the magic pill. It's not that I'm doing anything different than what you're doing. I'm just tripling my investment. I'm, you know, 10xing your investment. I roll out of the bed and I'm looking at my phone to see who messaged me, who liked my post, so I can say, hey, I saw you like my post. I want to share what I'm doing in case you know somebody that might be interested. I message, like my goal before I go to bed is to message 500 people every night before I go to bed. And I create different systems in my head. I was like, oh, let me see if this works. I'm going to try it out. And it works. And then I was like, hey guys, this is what I did. This is exactly the words that I'm using. Hey, I saw you like my post. I want to give you a shout out. Repeat it, duplicate it. This is a duplication business. Whatever you hear that works, duplicate it. That's the magic ingredient. Hustle. Like become Purium, wake up and go to sleep. And it's going to take a lot of work, but it's like that airplane. Once you already take off and now you're up the top, now you can float. And now you can start enjoying what you've created. It's entrepreneurship. Some people do one simple business decision of just joining. They bring in through 2 superstars and then they do nothing and then they rise to the top because this is what business is. It's entrepreneurship. You got to make one decision, one choice.
Mm-hmm.
So
and I can say that she made the right decision because she was here in LA and they were moving and I said, where you guys going? She's like, I don't know. Wherever it is, we're gonna end up driving. I don't know. They're in right now they're in Mount Shasta, and then I said, "Are you gonna stay there?" It's like, we don't know yet. We don't know. We might gonna. Oh, excuse me. They're gonna come back to LA because they're gonna buy a Tesla. Okay. Now they're upgrading, but I want you to know that it was not easy. Okay, like she said, her journey, and it was beautiful, Carolina, and it's not easy. But now he's collecting all the winnings. So he's like, okay, and that's over? No, because now she wants to have crowns underneath her. So watch out, Melissa, Alisa, and JJ, and everybody. They were ready. It's on their journey. It's on their way to become crowns because that's her goal, to have crowns underneath her. And we already talked about it.
And they know that I'm counting on them being crowns. I made my map. I texted to all of them and I said, look, for me to be royal crown, you have to be a crown by this time. And then I send it to them and it's pretty awesome because when JJ, when I texted him, he's like, oh my God, thanks so much for, already creating the vision for me, because that's what our job is, to create visions for other people.
Yeah.
And I'm relying on my crowns to be crowns by the date. So it's happening. You have to create that vision for your team. It's your responsibility. And then hustle.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, I mean, like Michael said, we can stay here all day long, but promise I was going to do my Spanish call, my training. Any questions? Anything wants to throw something in there, wants to make a comment really quick, unmute yourselves and go for it. Go for it. Anybody? I know Ian is right there. He was an idiot. Okay, yeah, go for it.
Just real quick, I'm in awe of what I just heard. And like Michael, I have 25 years in this business, and I'm telling you, sign me up. Sign me up. I'm ready to run with you. Great job. Big hugs to you.
Thank you so much, Ian. I really appreciate all your support and help with the whole team. And I really acknowledge you guys for, Lucy, Ian, Michael, Ra, for not giving up on me. I really thank you for seeing the vision when I couldn't see it for myself, seeing that light within myself that now I can see in my downline. And if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be here. I would have quit it on day 2. And then again on day 10, and then on day 15.
Cody, you want to say something? I want to unmute yourself. You can unmute yourself, Cody. No?
Sorry, I was just getting my phone out of my pocket. I'm tree planting. I just want to say, Seema, I'm so inspired by your dedication. Sometimes when I feel like I'm tired, I need to quit. I'm not making it. I think of you and I'm like, oh shit, she's watching. I got to keep working. So I just want to say thank you so much.
Thank you, Cody. I love you.
Feel free to make comments. Anybody that wants to make a comment to.
Anybody else? Just unmute yourself. Just make a comment or anything. No?
We're all in the winning team, okay?
That's right. This is the winning team. We are. We're luckily. Go ahead.
I just want to thank you for being so transparent with your story, because I think most of us need to hear what's really going on inside of someone's head, behind the scenes, behind their success, because all of us deal with those internal voices. All of us deal with, the fear. And so giving us a play-by-play of how you talked yourself out of it and how you return back to faith and your trust, that to me is what's most inspiring. And I think that's what's going to keep people in the game. And so I just appreciate that you were vulnerable enough to be totally real and share the story, because I think it causes your success to be that much more greater, because there's an authentic, real side to it. And, you're not afraid to show it. So thanks for what you shared today.
Thank you so much, Ari, and congratulations on your success and your team.
Well, thank you. I'm working on those internal voices. So trying to take it back.
Yeah, get your power back. It's there.
Exactly. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anybody else? So it's time for me to turn it into Spanish. If there's any other questions, any other comments? No?
Awesome. Well, muchas gracias.
All right, you guys, I have to turn it on to Spanish. Somebody already called me, are you doing it in Spanish? And I go, yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stay here so that way I can start talking in Spanish. Es hora de empezar el español.
Dale, vámonos, Lucy.
I'm gonna mute everybody. So
All right, let's have a big round of applause and a hurrah for this amazing woman and how the great story that affects all of our lives. Thank you, Seema.
Thank you.
thank you, Seema. Thank you. Ooh, can't wait to celebrate the 2, 3-star, 4-star Royal Crown. Can't wait.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for listening and receiving.
Great job, Seema.
Thank you, bro. You're
Thank
doing
you so much.
amazing.
Awesome.
I'm so inspired in your transformation, and you and Margarita, you guys are crushing it. I was stalking you guys last night.
We literally came on this call specifically to watch how you're duplicating, because we're at that point now where we just want to keep growing, and we've been working from morning till night nonstop. We're like, okay, how do we do this better? And that's, even when we get to the hardest work, we were like, how do we do more? So it's watching people like you to helping us simplify it has been really helpful.
Yes, plug in the system. Literally, like I try to reinvent all systems possible on the planet Earth, and it didn't work.